Will I ever cook anything as good again? Fireworks in my mouth. Oh my god. I've been making this non-stop. What are you doing here? Hi y'all, welcome to FlamBae. My name is Yanni. Today we're gonna be making a creamy kale Caesar salad. So my only prior experience with Caesar salads was in public school lunchrooms. You know those like plastic containers you get with those soggy Caesar salads? Like that's all I knew. Until I read Samin Nosrat's Salt, Fat, Acid, Heat. In her lesson about salt, she uses Caesar salad as a way to teach you how to build salt from the inside out. To add salt to each layer of a dish to make it this beautiful, complex, harmonious thing. So I thought, okay, I need to do a deep dive in Caesar salad zone because obviously there's something there that I'm missing. You may think this is a very simple thing, but do not underestimate the power of salt. You got it? Y'all, before we get started, please go down, roast that like button, bake it, broil it, sear it, fry it, roast that like button for the YouTube algorithm tells me, yes, I like your videos, please keep making some more. If you're not already, please get subscribed. What are you doing? Let's get on with this insane recipe. All right, looky here. I've got some challah bread. I love challah bread for making croutons because they come out so delicate and flaky. So I'm just gonna cut a couple of slices. Now I'm just gonna break some pieces off with my fingers, toss them in a baking pan. I'm not gonna even bother dicing the whole thing. It's like, tear them with your hands. We are trying to make this fun and inviting and not too formal. This is a salad, okay? Like, do not go crazy. Feed the birds, toppins a bag. These should look like you're about to go to the park and feed some pigeons. You know, not too fancy, like chill. Instead of crunchy, I want them to like disintegrate in my mouth because of the flakiness. All right, 225 degrees, pop them in the oven for as long as you wish. I'm doing it for 2.5 hours just because I have no life. Alrighty, our croutons have been in the oven for quite a bit of time. I'm just gonna pop them in a bowl. They're good. I don't want you to get dry mouth though. So we're gonna toss this in a little salt, pepper, olive oil. A good amount of black pepper. Toss it with your hands. It's important. You gotta get in there, you gotta touch your food. Remember, these are gonna absorb some of that dressing that we make later, but we wanna make sure everything is seasoned throughout. We're not gonna have any ugly ducklings at this dinner party. Easy as pie. Now I'm gonna toss them back in the oven just a little bit, just keep drying them out. There's no reason not to. So challah is a type of bread that is made with eggs and oil, and there's a little bit of sugar, it's a little sweet. It's so tasty. I think why not add a little extra something to this dish, you know? All right, get your Lewis and Clark hats on because we're about to venture into a territory that you may or may not have experience in. I didn't prior to this week. We're going to make our own mayo. I know, you might be thinking, why would I do that? I could literally buy it at the grocery store. That's fine. If you want to use that, by all means, please do. After making my own at home, it was mind-blowing how amazing it tasted. We're gonna make ours with an egg yolk and olive oil, so it's gonna be a little yellow, it's gonna be super flavorful, so make sure, if you make this at home, you use that good olive oil. 1 egg is gonna make 3/4 cups of mayo at the end of the day. We just need the yolk, so set the egg white aside and make yourself an egg white omelet tomorrow. Okay, pop in the egg yolk. Now you listen to me. We're going to stream in our olive oil. This is going to take some elbow grease, so get ready, get your arm ready, it's gonna be a workout. We're trying to build, look at this, literally drops. We're trying to build a really stable emulsion. So whisk, 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 do not stop whisking. Actually, hold on, I didn't even do this right. This is twisting and turning. I'm gonna put a damp cloth underneath. And this should keep it in place. Literally, a drop. Boop, a drop. Keep whisking, keep whisking. This emulsion is going to be egg and olive oil. We know we've done this right when the olive oil and the egg are completely evenly mixed. So there will be little tiny oil particles dispersed, suspended through this egg mixture. But you have to start slow. Otherwise, this will break. This will be olive oil soup. A really solid way to kind of minimize heartbreak is to take your egg, leave it at room temperature. Let it come to room temperature because it's gonna be a lot easier for it to emulsify. I've tried this before with cold eggs, and let me tell you, it took like an extra hour to make this. Total, I guess we're putting about 3/4 of a cup of olive oil, but I never measure it. I just go until it's the right consistency, until it feels like mayo. My arm, I'm dead. Look at this, it's coming together. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. The more olive oil you put, the stiffer the mayo will be. We want to lean a little bit on the stiffer side because afterwards, when we add the vinegar, the lemon juice, that's going to make it a little more watery. I mean, look at this, it's stiff. If it gets to this point and you're like, that's not gonna work for me, put it like just a little bit of water. Immediately it turns much more liquidy. I'm so happy with this texture. Look at that. A little ploppy, but that's perfect. It's perfectly ploppy. That's it, that was mayo. I mean, now on to the next things. I've got 2 garlic cloves. I'm going to smash them, peel them. You know, I'm just gonna slice them also real quick, just to make my life easier. A pinch of salt to create some friction while we're kind of mashing this. And just go to town on them, let's go, come on. Nice, this is a paste. Now I'm going to add in 4 anchovies. Listen. I know what you're thinking. Ew, that's gross, I'm gonna leave it out. Fine, like by all means, leave it out. But let me tell you, if you're not allergic, you are missing out on a huge part of life. They offer this beautiful umami quality to this. It cannot be replicated at all. I made a version for my friend who's allergic to fish without anchovies. I used nutritional yeast. It was good, but let me tell you, nothing, literally nothing compares to this. So if you are feeling adventurous, if you like to take life by the horns, put anchovies in this. Seriously, give it a try. I freaking dare you. Finito, danzote, yosame, on to the next. Let's go ahead, whisk this bad boy in. Oh, beautiful. Let's pop in our white wine vinegar. Look at that, you see the texture, the consistency already changed. It's much more liquid all of a sudden. I'm gonna add the juice of about half a lemon here. Oopsies, catch the seeds. Squeeze in your hand. Rookie mistake. Our old school, old style, spicy mustard, just for a little bit of kick, you know? Black pepper, and more black pepper. Let me tell you, you're gonna need a lot more than you think. It's gonna be pretty rich. It's gonna be able to handle quite a bit of spice. I have Worcestershire sauce. People are gonna be like, what's that? This is going to complete the whole thing. Lastly, our friend Parmesan. This is a really, really gorgeous Parmesan cheese. If you can splurge a little, get some nice cheese, honestly. The Parmesan was a little on the expensive side, I'm not gonna lie. You can use something a little cheaper, but let me tell you, this is not a dish where we're baking or searing or getting a beautiful Maillard reaction on our food and the flavor that comes with it. Everything here is raw. So it's really important that when you're making this, that you use the best possible ingredients you can have, you know, because that's it, that's the flavor. What you have is what you get. Oh my Lord. It's very important to taste because then you can adjust. I honestly think this needs more black pepper. I think it needs a little more Worcestershire sauce. And I think it needs just a little bit more salt. Now I want a little more lemon. It's like a balancing act, you know? Just a touch of this, a dash of this. You keep going until you get the perfect dressing. Bam! It has the perfect kick. It is so freaking good. Set this bad boy aside. We're done with the dressing. That's it. Easy as 1, 2, 3. The croutons, I can smell them. The smell is like wafting, it's lingering, it's sing-songing, it's flying through the air. I know they're done. They smell incredible. Nice. I mean, they're looking golden and toasty, and honestly, they're well seasoned. They're amazing. because we have this beautiful, rich dressing, I wanted something crunchy to go with it. So I have romaine lettuce, I have this beautiful purple kale. I mean, look at that, it is so moody. We need some differences in texture. You know, if that's gonna be creamy, this better be crunchy, you know? I'm just gonna roll these, make my life easier, and just go down. Chop, 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 chop. I love kale, but this spine can be really kind of annoying to chew on, especially if it's raw, which it is. So I'm actually just gonna separate the leaves from the spine because I don't want to eat this. So this is 60% romaine lettuce and like 40% kale. That's it. Just toss it. Oh my lord! The croutons, the croutons. We're just gonna go ahead, pour this little bad boy in. Okay, let's give this a taste because it smells divine. If I could eat this with my nose only, I would. What am I saying? I want this inside my my face orifice. Am I the luckiest guy or what? It's just like fireworks. It's fireworks in my mouth. I hate that this is one of the best things I've ever made. Only because I didn't think of it. Like, I didn't invent Caesar dressing. It's so good when it's homemade. Oh my God. It makes all the difference. It's beautiful because it's just layers and blankets of different sources of salt and acid. Anchovies, Worcestershire, you have cheese, that's all salty. Then you have the Worcestershire, the lemon, the vinegar, acid. They're all so incredibly layered, and when you're able to balance them, they create literal mouth explosions. There is no better way I can describe this. Normally my problem with croutons is that when you're chewing, they're the last thing that's in your mouth because they're still breaking down because they're so damn dry. These challah croutons, challah, they're just so good. One bite, you get that flaky little crisp, and then they just completely dissolve. Such an amazing addition to this little kale Caesar salad. Y'all, if you have not already, please go down, roast that like button, hit subscribe, tap on that notification bell. Help me hit my goal of 1,000 subscribers. I really appreciate you guys being here. As always, my name is Yanni, and thank you for watching FlamBae. I'm losing my mind, it's so good!